The WWE Draft is coming in just a few weeks' time, and I don't want to get into brand specifics and all that kind of stuff, but I want to give you my thoughts on what WWE could definitely do. Number one pick, without a doubt, Roman freaking Reigns. He's a unified champion. Why would he not be drafted first? But the talk, of course, has to be around his title belts. Now, it doesn't look like WWE wants to end the streak yet, but could they bring back the big gold belt or another world title for Monday Night Raw? Well, yes, because just a few weeks ago, it was actually announced that Triple H has approved a new world championship to be introduced soon. You got to believe, with Roman retaining at WrestleMania, this could be how you put a world title on Raw without damaging Roman Reigns, without him ending the streak, with him remaining undefeated. It just starts to make a little bit more sense why he beat Cody. Bray Wyatt to Monday Night Raw. Now, this would make a lot of sense. It's been reported that Bray is away from WWE due to sickness, but we all expect when he does return that the story with Alexa Bliss will continue in some capacity. Putting them on the same show would be instrumental in helping that actually happen quicker, more clearly, and I think WWE are going to want to add fuel to the fire when Bray Wyatt does return, because there's a lot of people not happy with the current story, understandably maybe, but for that you need to ramp things up when he does return, and I think doing this would be a way to do that. And also, Raw is a longer show. It gives Bray longer to tell his story. I certainly wouldn't draft Uncle Howdy. I would just continue the mystery and not make him a WWE superstar. He should just be the spirit who doesn't care about which show he's on. He's just there for a reason. Veer Mahaan is coming to Raw! That might be a thing, you know. He tweeted out saying he's coming yesterday. Oh boy, and if you didn't know, Veer Mahaan has been in NXT with his tag team partner Sangha. And of course, for that reason, I'd bring up both of them in the Sheer as a tag team. Why not? Talking of NXT, I really hope they're included in this draft, not just taking people from NXT, but also sending people to NXT. The WWE roster right now is huge, and maybe freeing up a bit of space for new people to come in would be a sensible thing for WWE to do. I'm not going to list names on who I think should go there. I think a lot of people could go there and have very successful runs before heading back to the main roster. We've seen it with the likes of Finn Balor and stuff, so I hope they do that. And I also hope we bring back general managers, man. This is what I miss about the WWE brand extension, because it doesn't feel right. All respect to Adam Pearce, but why does he care? Why does he care if Raw's a good show or SmackDown's a better show? Because, in all fairness, he's on both of them. What's it matter to him? You need to have a manager for each brand who's going to look after the best interest of the brand that they represent. It just makes a lot of sense. And with the idea of Vince controlling Raw, Triple H controlling SmackDown sort of becoming more and more popular online, leading to a big all-out company war, I think it could be something interesting that WWE might want to consider exploring. Even if you don't do this, could you imagine Stephanie taking Vince's role, for example? The end of the Judgment Day. I really don't want this to happen. I love this faction. I genuinely do. As long as you keep Dominic with Rhea, I think you'll be fine. Dominic's character is great. The heel heat is so on point right now. But he needs Rhea Ripley. He needs someone who's badass behind him. And that's what I think this character is. Without Rhea, I don't think it will work. So keep Dominic and Rhea at least. Butch gets traded away from the Brawling Brutes. Now, you got to give some credit to Butch here. When he first debuted this character, no one cared. It's worked under Triple H for sure, but you got to believe Triple H is going to want to bring back the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. That character, the whole gimmick of Pete Dunne was just so freaking unique and so good. Why would you not want that on the main roster of WWE? Common sense. Eric Young's WWE return in the WWE Draft could happen. Eric Young has been rumoured to have been signed by WWE for months at this point. He's not shown up on TV. As far as people are aware, he's not working in a backstage capacity. So could we see Eric Young re-emerge in the draft, perhaps? I'd like that. I'd like to see Eric Young back on TV. Undoubtedly, there will be call-ups from NXT, which would explain why Raw and SmackDown after WrestleMania didn't have them. I can see WWE using this as a way to announce people returning to the company after injury, and maybe the odd surprise too. I'd love that. Imagine that happened. But you got to say, this is Triple H's time now. I think fans have given Triple H a lot of leeway since he's taken over. The rosters he's worked with were rosters that Vince McMahon put in place, not Triple H. If he's got creative control and he's going to do the brand split, then he's got to make it work for him. So after the draft, you got to expect Triple H to bring his A game, because if not, well, that's going to suck. But let me know your thoughts on what you think the biggest talking point after the draft will be in the comments down below. Peace!